What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Unleash the Nerds, episode 19. Oh, wow. 19, guys. It just seems like yesterday. It seemed like yesterday we were gathering in a room somewhere, not knowing what was going on, taking this awesome journey. Joe, have you had fun these 19 episodes that we're doing?
Absolutely.
Don't lie to me, dude. Be honest. Be honest. This is intervention, right? A special episode of we are titling this.
A very special episode.
just like in Saved by the Bell when Jesse had, they had to deal with that drug problem.
She's saying that song. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Just think of it as this episode.
Or drug and stripper. And
yeah.
I mean, is that really what happened to Jesse, right? I mean, it's.
I think
Showgirls was a continuation, I think, of Jesse. What was her last name?
Spano.
Spano, yeah. That was like her continuation. Showgirls, best movie ever. No, Joe, so you had fun. You had a good time.
Yeah, we've evolved over the last 19 episodes.
We evolved.
The first six episodes.
It's our Firestone.
The first season or whatever. The first 6 episodes were vaguely. They're not vaguely, but vast. Very different than what we have now. So you're right. We have evolved, man. We're like a Pikachu, right? What's the next name of the
Raichu?
Raichu, yes. What's the last one? Isn't there like 3 stages?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There might be.
He never evolved?
Well, there was like.
Was there?
I remember there was Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard.
Who's that bastard who put everybody to sleep?
Snorlax?
Is that
or Jigglypuff?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Duh. Come on now. How about you, Matt? You have a good time?
Dude, it's been awesome.
Money's been good.
Money's been what?
You get paid? What?
We've been getting paid.
Shit. Matt found out. Yeah, no, it's been a good time. It's we went to Comic-Con at like 50 likes on Facebook.
Yeah,
and then I think we're up to like 106, which is okay. This is good, man. Once we get it to 1,000, that's when we're getting all the bitches, dude.
I'm still shooting for 500 million.
500? Is that even possible? Is that even possible to have 500
We will
million?
make it possible.
1/10 of the world's population will like us.
All of China will like us for some crazy reason.
I don't care who likes us as long as we hit that number.
Damn, Joe's very determined. And he's still getting the better likes on his pictures that he's posting. I'm mad at that. Yeah, you've been it's cool to see somebody evolve from like I have no idea how to write something on on the internet or whatever to like I'm posting pictures and doing this and meeting chicks and no on the last part.
Yeah, no chick meeting.
No, none of that for me. So how was your week, guys? It's been so long. Every time I don't see you guys,
yeah, I know.
It goes. I know Joe misses me.
Oh,
in a
non-homo way.
Non-homo way, yeah. You miss me, dude. It's all good, dude. It's cool to admit it. Look, you bring anything to this table. Bring anything to this table, man. And we don't judge much. Except Matt, probably.
I brought the beer to the table.
Yeah, that's your one. That's the only reason we keep you. You're the beer guy. You're like the Half Baked. They had that guy on the couch. The one guy that he kind of approved.
He's like, hey man, I saw the wake you. We got to hit this shit.
And just to let you know, this
rolls over.
This is not the cheap stuff. This is from my private stash at my house.
Matt, why don't you go ahead and get me that? What's that thing called? What's that thing we used to smoke?
Eat all the weed all the time. We haven't had in a few years. Oh yeah, pussy.
yeah. That. Again, we're recording mainly because I'm learning how to edit. And do a lot of, the last episode, I made a huge discovery. I learned how to put a logo on the bottom of the video. That only took 5 hours to do. It's hard, man. It's hard to edit in Premiere Pro, Adobe, or whatever. It's a powerful, it's a powerful program, but it crashes a lot, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It took me 4 hours to figure out that a Windows update screwed up the program to where the preview window when you're editing it cut half of my face or whatever, so it's like the whole time it's like my mouth so it took me like 4 hours to figure. So on the computer, this is how crazy it gets for people out there on a computer. Somebody gave step-by-step directions on how to edit this update, a Windows update that was causing that error. I'm like, how does somebody find this out? So because as soon as I deleted that update, it was working. It was working again. So I was like, geez, people on the internet are smart. So I mean, have you guys watched the last couple episodes, like, or even just browse through them? Because I know they're long,
the video,
about an hour. Yeah, the video of our last couple episodes.
I watched them all.
Yeah, we got to I can't. That's the one thing I'm not going to mess with right now. The color correction, because I know, and it gets kind of like. Kind of Guy Ritchie, right?
Sepia film.
Sophia,
Sepia,
Sepia,
sepia. There you go. It turns different colors. It starts off like okay, and then like it turns like that, and then it turns back, and it turns. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm scared.
It looked like you did a major edit on 18 because it just changed like that. It was like we were talking, and it was normal, and then it went to that sepia color. I was like, what the?
It was me, dude. I wanted, I'm like Michael Bay, dude. I'm like the Michael Bay of the podcast. I got to get in there. I got to tweak shit. I got to make quick cuts.
So someone's gonna come down the line and remaster it with more Ewoks than
I gotta. Yeah, I got to make you guys blink, right?
Hayden Christensen.
Isn't that what George Lucas did? He made the Ewoks like blink digitally instead of like the the normal costumes or whatever they had. And I got to come in and fix that shit, dude. Come on. There's literally no budget for the special effects department, and we got to do it guerrilla style, man. We gotta come in. But once we get a budget, 3D, dude. What do you think? 3D.
3D.
Make that show 3D and shit. What were you going to say, Matt, before I rudely interrupted you?
Well, while you're talking about Star Wars, have you seen this video of the girl with the violin and the guy does an acapella like of all the Star Wars music?
No, can I find it somewhere?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I'll send you the link.
Yeah,
it's
send me the
link. Cool. Like they go through all this music and then he's like, and she's like playing with the background instrument with a.
Duel of the Fates is always going to be my favorite part of episode 1. Even though it was a little too short in my opinion, Joe. But it was cool. It was epic. I wish it was a little longer, but
they played Duel of the Fates in all 3 movies of the new trilogy, but 2 only had it a little bit. Very short for a couple seconds when Anakin was going after his mom.
Yeah.
And then it was also part of the Obi-Wan Anakin fight at episode 3.
Mm. Yeah, no.
But yeah, I actually have a soundbite on my phone from Duel of the Fates because it was just such a cool song.
Is that when your mom calls? That's what I have it as. When mom calls, like, da-da, da-da. No, I don't. Sorry, mom. Because she does listen to. She downloads this on her iPhone. No, seriously. Like I said, I was watching episode 1 the other day. That's why I brought it up, and I'm like, this movie. And then I started watching episode 2, and I fell asleep. So it still has 10 years later, it still has the effect. Yeah. The same effects it did with me when I went to the theater and saw it. It's literally, if I have trouble sleeping, I put this on. And but yeah, they're having their annual Disneyland, right? Disneyland is having its annual convention, or whatever. What's it called? D's nuts or whatever. D23, I think is what it's Disney 23, pretty much.
Right.
People were upset because there was no announcement. The studio executive came out regarding Star Wars, on the stage and everything, and he's like, "We're excited for Star Wars to come out." And then he moved on to the next subject, which had nothing to do with Star Wars. So people were booing him, and it's like, give us an update, because have you guys heard that there's a lot of rumors going on that it's troubled already? Like J.J. Abrams or whatever, director of Star Trek, all that stuff, right. Is not attached anymore, and it's we need an update, man.
Last I heard Ian McDermott might be coming back.
Ian McDermott, yeah, he's still alive, right?
Yeah, he might.
Did you bring back Alec Guinness?
Guinness.
Oh, that's an awesome last name, dude. I would love a last name. My last name sucks, man. Rodrigo is my last name. I've been lying to you the whole time, guys. No, I mean, do you guys want to be updated for updates like that, especially with Star Wars, or do you just kind of wait? Are you cool waiting?
I get updates if I can, because a lot of people I follow on Twitter follow Star Wars. So
yeah,
anytime anybody hears anything, that's where I found out about Ian McDermott.
Okay, I keep forgetting he's still alive. I'm still surprised that I was gonna say Edward James Olmos, the voice. James Earl Jones.
Thank you.
I still can't believe he's still alive. I'm like, what is he doing? Because I swear to God, last time I saw him was in The Sandlot as that blind guy.
Oh, really?
I swear to God, isn't that the last thing he did? I mean, did he do anything?
Well, isn't Clear and Present Danger or Hunt for October.
Clear and Present Danger.
He died in one of them.
And the Clear and Present Danger. Yeah, I remember that
Which one did he have cancer in?
And the Clear and Present Danger. Okay. Yeah, he was battling. Joe, are you a fan of those type of movies?
Not really.
Okay. What are you a fan of, sir?
Oh, I like superhero movies, Star Wars movies.
Jack Ryan is an American superhero.
If you don't
that isn't super.
If you don't like Jack Ryan, you're not an American. You're not American, dude. You should get out of here, dude. You hate America.
Do you like Harrison Ford, Jack Ryan, or
Ben Affleck,
or Alec Baldwin?
Oh yeah, he was Jack. And then the guy who played Captain Kirk. Kirk is going to be Jack Ryan.
There's a new one.
It's titled Jack Ryan.
Is it like Rogue Storm?
They're filming at it. It's what's his name? Who played Kirk?
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine. He's the new Jack Ryan.
I don't know.
You can't see it.
I don't know if I can take him serious enough.
He should just
give me back my family.
God. What's his name? Ben Affleck. He did an all right job as Jack
Ryan. For the worst one, yeah, he did all right.
For the worst one ever.
What's that? Tom Clancy? I love those books and the games based on his novels.
The games always confuse me. I would always die. Or the hostage were just
Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon and all that.
Yeah, the Rainbow Six book is one of my favorites of Tom Clancy's. It's like 10,000 pages, but it's pretty awesome. The games, I didn't understand. It was all tactical, right? And then I was like, all right, go, and then the hostages would die or I would blow up, and I was like, well, fuck this game.
It's very intuitive on the part where you have to actually control your team and send them in at the right time.
Yeah. Are they still even doing Tom Clancy stuff, games? I know Vegas one was the last one I played.
Well, isn't all the Ghost Recons?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, yeah, but that's not really. That's a series that is kind of crashing. Nobody's really digging the Tom Clancy's
I remember when Advanced Warfighter came out. That was like the most sought after war game.
Oh yeah, you're right. And then
And then the second one came out, and I was like, "Man, we got Call of Duty."
Well, I mean, Battlefront is still it's coming back, right? Or is
EA Games?
It was canceled, right? And then with the merger or something.
Oh yeah.
If they used the same engine that was in development, have you seen that tech demo?
Yeah.
You could take off from a base on say Coruscant, a hangar, and fly up into orbit into the space battle. Like that entire transition from
that's cool.
Atmosphere to space.
Hell yeah.
All in real time. It was amazing.
I mean, is the MMO, is that still even going? Are you still playing it?
Knights of the Republic. Not playing it. I still get updates on it.
Yeah, I still get emails.
They're like, please, we got cool stuff. We gave you more armor.
Yeah,
we'll give you more coins.
But you gotta pay to play to get all that stuff.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you come back.
It's pay to win. Basically.
Is that what it is? Is that the new motto now? It's at the
because you start off with nothing if you just join free. I mean, yeah, it's cool to run through it and level your character up, but you can't even wear a lot of top level armor.
Yeah, you got to pay to win, right?
You can only do so many dungeons and so many PvP matches. And
like all the armor that I build up on my level 50, he can't wear most of it.
I played one PvP match, or whatever, and I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I was just like, I'm running around, people are killing me. Okay, that's it.
I played an assassin, so.
That's what I was.
I'd be stealth in on hut ball. It's like kind of like smear to queer, or you get to whoever has the ball has to get to the end zone up his team. So I just sit there stealth on the enemy team, and then someone else would do all the hard work and get it over. I go open, pass the fucking ball. I'm open in the end zone. I get it, and boom, and I get all the medals for that match.
They should add. That night I went to GameStop. The incident happened or whatever. I saw that they released an expansion pack for Final Fantasy 11. Holy shit!
Yeah,
that game's been out for 10, 12 years now, and they're still releasing. That's how crazy. I don't know if it's dedication or it's just
Final Fantasy's huge.
Isn't that World of Craft? It. Yeah, all you do is craft in the game and open the shops.
Yeah, you literally, if you wanted to, you could literally stay logged in for 24. Like if you want to go to bed, you could park your guy in a corner somewhere in the mid, one of those packed cities, and people could just go up to your body and buy shit off you. Literally, like your store, So you just kind of sit there.
Yeah, you basically just set up, like on Aeon had something similar, except you actually just have a little fold-out table. You just sit down there and raise a little flag and it says stuff for armor for sale, custom message.
Yeah.
And you'd set a certain amount of money aside to use as your change. So if people wanted to sell to you.
Final Fantasy XI was hardcore. Japan had Final Fantasy XI 1 year prior to us. So, they were, by the time America caught up, North America and all this stuff, there was these crazy, like grouping with, like, no offense, Japanese people listen to this show. There's that one guy. I know he does. Grouping with Japanese groups or whatever, they're hardcore, dude. They're, like, pulling. They're like, we could do one more, but I'm still healing. Screw your healing.
I'm drinking.
I'm playing. You know how they have secondary classes or whatever. I played a bard, and a bard's job is to kind of dance around with a flute, buffing everybody. Okay, so
you would.
So there's these the tank is pulling in this huge and I'm over here in the background with my hat, and I'm like, don't worry, I'm healing you guys. That was my first ever MMO that I got hardcore into. This was like 2003, 2004. And you need a party. It's an MMO that you need to be in a party. You can't. You know how World of Warcraft, you kind of venture off into yourself, do whatever the hell you want.
You don't need for dungeons.
You don't need anybody. Yeah, this one you need to survive, because once you run into a goblin by accident and then they kill you, you fucking de-level. You de-level. So that awesome armor that you got. Oh right, I waited till level 30 to put it on, and you get killed, and it's like, and then you're naked pretty much because you de-level and you can't wear that shit anymore. So one day I'm like, I'm done because I de-leveled, and I know we had a friend Josh. He got really into that game, and he played he got all the classes to the highest level, which was 80 or something at the time.
Isn't there an infinite amount of classes like EverQuest? You can constantly adapt them to be something else.
Yeah, and the thing I didn't like about, I don't know, back in the day, you had to pay in order to create a character. You know how World of Warcraft, you could just create a character, and they have a max. But for every character you wanted to create, aside for the one free slot that you get, you had to pay $5 just to create a new character
on top of your
on top of your not extra a month, but one time fee to create a new character. And that's how I don't know if it still is, right? Like that. I mean, that kind of free to play almost. Pay for more stuff almost.
Nothing's worse. The pay to win is EVE Online.
Eve. Okay, you know what?
Yeah,
I tried the 14-day trial and I'm like,
I kept thinking about it. I was like, this is so much spreadsheets and freaking math to worry about.
I thought that all right, dude. I get on my ship. I could customize my ship. I go to a world. I get off my ship and explore. No, it's just your ship. It's right. Is that it's your ship. So that's literally
you build your ship and your
basically
crew and
you gotta you have to put your job application out there. That's how you start the game. You're an independent pilot.
Yeah, you're right.
So you have to the guilds are corporations. So you join a corporation, start as the mailman, and you just deliver packages between the different fleets or bases, and then you can if there's a spot opening for a fighter pilot or a capital ship runner, then you can do that. Dude, there's just recently there's a huge 2-day battle on that game that encompassed an entire solar system. They had 2,000 or 3,000 different ships in the same area fighting each other.
All that lag.
It was just dog eat dog. There was no everyone's just killing shit. The biggest ship on there is worth $300 to $500 in real money.
Oh my god!
and this guy's I lost it, but I'm working on building a new one. And he's I'm like, dude, that's a serious investment. Why would you risk that?
Don't worry about it.
I misclicked something, and I
misclicked something.
I took a wormhole before the rest of my fleet, and it took me to a different part of the galaxy, and I lost my ship.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know. Look, I've invested money into World of Warcraft, real life money, to get gold. That's back in the day, and to do one ever character transfer. That's the only time I've ever. I mean, how about you? Did you ever invest money?
I've done a few character transfers. I've bought in gold twice.
I haven't bought any epic mounts or whatever that you could do in the store, stuff like that. Even though they have
sales.
I did
buy one of those.
I need one. Those are cool, man. How about you, Joe?
I've never spent anything other than subscription fees. I've always gone out. If I needed extra gold, I went out and just grinded.
Grind? That's boring. You don't need that.
Yeah, but as I'm grinding, I'm getting the gold. I'm also getting XP to build my character. So I mean, I always took the workers' road.
There was They just added like new helmets that you can buy for like $15 a piece. I see people, I'm like, so was that worth it? He's like, it was my girlfriend's credit card, so yeah. I'm
yeah,
like,
man, don't worry about it.
I was like, it doesn't do it. It's just there for to give that appearance to your current helmet.
Yeah.
And like one of them is like plate armor with red eyes and lava seeping through it. Another one makes you look like Ragnos with like 2 fire horns.
Yeah.
And
you never got too far into World of Warcraft, did you?
I got up to Burning Crusade, so I had a level 70 rogue. I maxed out my rogue.
All right.
My favorite part with that was I was a rogue with stealth, and my teammates used to laugh at me because he was speaking of helmets there. I had a bright green, look like a turtle shell helmet. So I'd go into stealth, and all you would see is you'd see this like helmet.
Rogue is a lot of fun to play, especially when you're trying to get out of a sticky situation, and you just
yeah. I vanished. I got vanish, dash, evade. I had them all on one side just in case I got in a bad situation.
You played a rogue, right?
Yeah.
What was your favorite tree or whatever the fuck you call those? Because I know they had that one that focused nothing on being stealth. You know, decrease your stealth time in between whatever.
Subtlety.
And then they had the ones where you're an assassin. I think it just increases.
Assassin was what I was.
Yeah.
Back in BC is when I played my rogue the most, probably. But I was combat swords.
I had a combat rogue and I had an assassin rogue.
I never really liked the daggers until it's.
Yeah, and I like
future
daggers.
expansion.
Yeah, because you could poison them. I mean, I'm sure you've always been able to poison your dagger. You know, put your coat them in poison or whatever the hell. I remember seeing I was in a group once that the rogue tanked. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys, I got this. And then you get into those groups where like, don't worry, guys, my pet could tank. And of course, it doesn't work out, because they don't have that much taunt or the taunt in between attacks or whatever. This is how much of nerds we are, man. Like, oh my god, I gotta play WoW.
Did I ever tell you guys the time, the one and only time I teamed up with Bucky for one of those?
Our friend Bucky, writes the movie reviews
on
.com.
But him and I, we were both playing World of Warcraft, and we meet. We're actually playing in the same area at the same time, so we meet, and we go down. He was a hunter. He had a bear for a pet, and I'm going to play my rogue. We go down to this one area, and he hostels, his pet hostels, something that was way above our level. So we're like, all right, let's see how far we can go. Let's see if we might be able to take this guy. And I'm hitting it, and his bear's on one side tanking. I'm on the other side with my rogue trying to stealth and attack. He's shooting. His bear goes down. Our tank dies. I says, Bucky, I think we're in trouble. And I swing the camera around, and all I see is this night elf hunter heading in the other direction. he's like, yeah. I call him up on the phone, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, oh, the hell with my bear. I'm getting out of here. So I ended up dying. His pet dies, and he ran to safety. So I never teamed with him after that.
Yeah. Hey, look, it was some good times on WoW, but good lord, I don't know. WoW and guys, I don't know, Matt. What do you think? World of Warcraft and relationships. Do you think is that a good combo? Like
in moderation on both on both fronts.
Like I know. I've gotten a girlfriend into World of Warcraft, and I've never seen her, ever since. No, I mean, is that cool to have? Is that have that, like, oh, let's play. Obviously, yeah, you're right. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Wowhead.
Yeah, wowheads. I do read about, like, especially you level up together, and then you break up, and then it's like a nasty.
Steals your gold.
She hacks it. Yeah, she gets into your account, steals all your shit.
That never happens, right? No one we know that ever happened to.
That is never happened, sir. Look, I think it's healthy. I've known people who have stayed together. Their relationships have extended because of World of Warcraft. That like prolonged a relationship, even though it was like kind of crazy. I was like, God damn.
Thinking of dumping her, but we really need a healer.
Yeah, bro, I can't dump her right now, dude. Bro, come on. We need a healer for the raid that we have coming up. I've never been to a raid. I'm angry. I've never been to a raid.
That was one of my favorite experiences.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because we actually raided Ogremar. Like we actually did a
What?
PvP raid. So we got like 40 of us up on the
Did you
hill on
win?
Overmar. I don't think so. But it's that's another funny one with me because I was a rogue. So everybody charges Ogremar to start attacking, and I'm a rogue, so I drop into stealth, and everybody just runs past me. So the battle's going on, and I'm still trying to get up to the battle because I'm stealth. You know,
It takes you so long
yeah,
to by the time you get there.
you run at half speed. So I just basically. So by the time I got up there, it's like I was easy pickings because all my team was dead.
Is it possible to overtake a city? Aren't the NPCs just too powerful?
I think they're powerful, but I think you can if
You
you,
can
get
cause
enough
some
people.
damage.
You could, yeah, if you get enough people.
I hate when the opposing faction kills a quest giver.
yeah,
And I'm like, fuck! I have to turn in this quest to continue my whatever.
You gotta wait for them to respawn.
They always take forever. Sometimes, like, fuck, come on, man. Have you ever done that, Matt? Have you ever
Killed the quest giver?
Yeah, well, I mean,
I had experience of it this weekend. Me and
on WoW.
my
On WoW?
lady friend who
Okay.
were waiting. We were trying to turn in the quest, and there's like 1,000 other people waiting for this guy. It's like some rogue just keep.
Yeah.
As soon as the guy spawns, and it's like, no, I want a level. It's like I'm like, fuck. 20 minutes of this. I was like, okay, I'm going somewhere else. Go over here, turn the quest, and we level like 5 levels, and we come back, and the same fucking people are just sitting there. I was like,
whatever.
you people are so dumb. Just move on.
Well, what's the cap now? 90.
Yeah,
I figured people hit 90 and they get so bored that they let's just go fuck with the lower levels. Let's
Pretty
kill an
much.
NPC, fuck with people. You know, my first ever, I got to 40. Remember 40? Oh my god, I get my horse.
Yeah, you
get your-
10,000 gold or whatever at the time it was. 500 gold. Oh my god. And then of course I got terrorized by a fucking rogue outside of the desert place.
Tanners.
Yeah, that one. And he kept fucking with me, dude. He fucked me for like not 4 hours, but a couple hours, I was like, okay, I logged out. Okay, he's definitely gone. So he would wait for me to engage into in a battle and then fuck with me, dude. I'm like, god damn it. And I got so mad that I'm like, this fucker, I did in chat, this fucker won't leave me alone. And then people fucked him. They literally typed that out.
QQ.
Oh, man. I'm like, what? Fuck you guys.
That happened to me once in the same area. So we broke the game.
What? How do you break World of Warcraft?
I was getting onto the mount, the flight path.
Yeah.
And
I think
at the exact same time, there's pictures on my.
I remember that.
And I was stuck on the bird, non-targetable from hostiles, and I was just flying around on the bird.
Yeah.
This is before you could fly
That
in
was before the
Azeroth.
expansion. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I'm like, how far can I take this? So I'm like, it's only moving at walk speed, and it's hovering right off the ground. And it's just like, I'm following the road all the way to Ogremar. I get in the Ogremar, and people are freaking out. They're like, oh, what do we do? Can't kill him. They're like just trying to AOE me. I'm just laughing. I go into Thrall's room, and there's like an army of Horde just chasing me, trying to
Holy
see if
shit.
they can kill me. And I was like, I'm not logging off. I can't log off
I
until
can never log off.
until I fully abuse this.
How long did it go for? I mean, did it just glitch out?
Until the server reset.
Fucking servers. I don't know, man. There has to be an MMO that's going to come around and topple WoW over. What do you think? The Elder Scrolls? I mean, they are.
I don't
It's
think
pretty
it will.
close. I'm going to try it out. Hopefully, maybe. This computer can handle it. Just explode. Ooh. Show me videos. So what do you think? We should go back to World of Warcraft. What do you think, Joe? Would you ever go back? That sounds awesome. I'm gonna throw the clip up on the video.
Yeah.
That's gonna take me another 5 days to figure that one out. No,
I don't know if I mean, I have an interest in going to World of Warcraft.
I mean, Aeon is free to play now. Rift is free to play. There's a lot of them out there.
Rift's not bad.
Rift's okay.
Aeon's really huge with the Asians.
Well, it's all PvP.
The Koreans.
Aeon is all PvP from what I heard from our friend Josh, the MMO expert. It's all PvP. There's really not too much story.
MMO Mormon.
Yeah. That's his new nickname now. MMO Mormon. .com. God, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that URL, dude.
just MMO RMON. MMO.
Yeah, I don't want to get sued by them, dude. You know how crazy they get. I don't want to find myself behind a curtain or something and some guy's hand sticking out. The secret.
The secret is don't ever show your penis
in public.
I was like, oh my god.
Oh, good lord. I mean, enough MMO guys. Who brought this up? Joe, did you bring this up?
God,
he did.
Joe. Fuck it. It's always Joe. It's always that one guy.
Did I? I thought I brought up Star Wars.
Did you end up talking? You reviewed Deadpool, right? On the site. Okay. So, I mean, the short version, good game. If you're a fan of Deadpool, or is it just good game in general?
It's an okay game, but it's a great Deadpool game.
Okay.
If that makes sense to you.
I heard you'd like it if you're a Deadpool fan, but if you're a game fan,
which
it's a basic
I don't
game.
know how people make that distinction. If you're buying the game, you're probably a Deadpool fan.
Yeah,
in the
right.
first place.
Yeah, that's what I'm. I mean, any cameos? Any?
Wolverine, Bishop.
Does Hugh Jackman voice Wolverine?
No, it's the original guy from the TV series Wolverine.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
There's a makeout session with Rogue, and because she's like half dead, and she becomes girl Deadpool. She like wears your mask, and she does go dancing around like killing people. And
oh my god,
Deadpool,
do you play as her?
Yeah.
Is she in it for long?
Not too long.
Maybe I'll have to check that game out.
And Deadpool's just laying on the ground, and he's like, "You get him, girl. Man, I'm still turned on."
Beer break. This is where I'm gonna insert that.
Go.
I should.
But yeah, it's a funny game. It has its flaws. It's repetitive as fuck. But
yeah.
I mean, so is Mario.
You know what? I mean, yeah, isn't that true though? You're literally going from one end to the other end,
Jump,
every fucking level.
Run.
Yeah, or they'll throw a curveball at you. They'll throw water in between them, but you're still going from one end to the other, and it's like. And I spent a whole weekend with a Wii U, and we had a good time. No, we didn't. The Wii U.
Yeah, well, I'm interested to get your
the Wii U is
opinion.
The Wii U is something that I wouldn't run out and get. I understand why people shit on the Wii U. It seems like an unnecessary product right now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there is that second screen that you could use that pretty much acts as a secondary screen, or you can even use it as the main screen. You don't even have to have a TV.
I heard you could play it on the controller, or you can put it on the TV, or you can switch between the two.
That's true. And I've actually a friend sent me a picture that this guy was waiting. They were waiting for the plane. It was delayed or something. This guy plugged the Wii U into an outlet, and he was just playing his Wii U or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, so it's a good travel companion. I'm assuming, as long as there's an outlet somewhere. But it just seems like it's just unnecessary because there's really not that many games out for it yet.
Yeah, they're not really putting stuff out.
And they're importing games, but they're importing it a year later. They're importing it a year after everything comes out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's not worth it right now. Unless you're a diehard Nintendo fan like Matt or whatever. I know he was. I remember he brought over the Wii. The first time we were partying at your place, and you brought over the Wii, and somebody got injured because we were just drunk or whatever. And that was a fun experience because we've never messed with something before like that. Oh my god, motion sensors and this. What's the Wii? It's nothing. Cool about it. When you plug it in and you're like, well, this is it. Yeah, okay, well, let's watch Netflix.
There's nothing cool about it. There's things that are neat, but there's nothing really cool enough to make you want to buy it.
Exactly. I wouldn't go out and buy, spend $300 or the Ultra Edition or whatever the heck. And it sucks that it's only sold a little over 200,000 units all over America, and that's a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Versus the millions, that the Xboxes, the PS3s, and stuff like that. It's, but then again, Nintendo. I don't know. Remember when the Wii was like you couldn't find a Wii anywhere when it first came out? Like everybody had a fucking Wii, and then how long did that die down? It didn't take that long. Where a few months later, it was just overstocked. They were like, please take this, hurry! We're running out of space here. There's too much Wiis and stuff. So, Wii U, I enjoy it. It's okay. It looks good. HD graphics finally they caught up. They didn't have HD graphics for the Wii. So I don't know. Have you messed with the Wii U? Any of you guys?
I've not messed with the Wii U, but I've always thought Nintendo was more about gameplay than actual graphics. That's the GameCube. they didn't have the same thing. They had the mini disc over the big disc that the other
Yeah.
systems had.
Yeah, and I don't remember if it's DVD compatible or not.
But GameCube did have the better graphics processor of that generation.
Really?
But they didn't.
They didn't utilize it all the time.
Yeah.
But if you did a side-by-side comparison of was it Star Wars Bounty Hunter? They made it for GameCube and PlayStation 2. GameCube one was far superior in like fire effects and all that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
If I had the ability, if I had an awesome rig, with the hardcore graphics and all that, I would probably do PC. But a lot of people don't. There's a lot of people don't like the consoles because how could we trust the system that has an 8-year-old graphics card in it? Pretty much. I mean, it still looks good. So Xbox One and all that stuff is coming out. So it's weird, man. It's always weird.
Have you seen the unpacking of the Xbox One? But backwards, and he's they do it in backwards. Like, okay, so we throw this shit back in here, and then it goes through it. It's like this you won't even want. You don't. It's just gonna spy and you put it back. It's like he tapes it back up there. It's good to be resold on eBay.
Well, I love how he takes out the power brick, which is half the fucking size of the Xbox, and it's like, come on, like the PS3, like it's not. They don't have a power brick. They're obviously they're things.
They just have a cord.
Yeah, and that's what I like about it. But it's just something about that. Your power brick, it just can't be half the size of your fucking system. I'm sorry. What are you guys not doing correctly that you have to have a power supply that big?
Well, I think if they have to include it, they'd have to put more fans on them.
That's true.
Be spacier, huger. Be like a normal desktop.
Yeah.
So you have to put like a water cooler on there. Keep it in the fridge.
Get a hamster in that shit. Fucking.
Well, you remember all the stupid accessories the original Xbox came? You get the cooling fans, the docking stations.
Which the cooling fan really didn't do anything. I don't think. All it does is a blue hot air over the thing.
Oh man. Hopefully with the new systems, let's not shit ourselves. There's gonna be problems. There was problems with the launch of the 360. They were overheating. The PS3s there was problems, and they somewhat fixed it. Obviously with the slimmer models, with the slim models, I haven't had any problems with the 360. There's gonna be a problem with it's bound to happen, unfortunately. So as long as they're not exploding, and and
must kill humans.
Yeah, it just spouts legs and like and another thing is that originally they weren't going to come with the Kinect. There was going to be 2 different models or something like that. One with the Kinect, or the Kinect was going to be separate or something. Now the Kinect is included. The Kinect 2.0 is included now. So Obama could check us out or whatever, because some of the stuff.
The ball shot 2000.
Yeah. You know what? I messed around with the Kinect for about a week or 2, and then that was it. I put it back. I was like, there's no need for this, I think I video chatted with a relative, and that's pretty much about it. And how about you? You guys you didn't have a Wii? You have a Wii?
I've played
not Wii. A freaking Kinect. Yeah.
I've played all 3: the Move, the Kinect, and the Wii. I think the Kinect has the better technology. You don't have to hold anything.
The Move was a waste.
Move was very sensitive.
It cried.
No, but it's like you move your hand just a little bit, and the hand on the screen moves a lot.
I forget what company it is, but you see that development video where they take the Kinect's scan technology, and they basically scan your living room and create a hologram projector that expands your game experience. So say you're playing a first-person shooter, when you see bullets come at you, instead of stopping where they go on the screen, you see the light travel through the house.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And you do weather effects around the house and stuff.
I remember when the announcement of the Kinect came out, that was before it came out, obviously, people started developing porno for it. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about it, because every episode we talk about porno, but
Jesus Christ.
They started developing it, but Microsoft they shut that shit down, dude. They're like, no way
there's
this is
that
gonna happen.
Google Glass porn that's already
oh my god
been in development.
Give it
it's like eye contact. It's like scanning. And it's like, what are you thinking about? And it's like it shows them thinking of, like puppies and frisbees and shit.
People look weird wearing.
Oh, where'd you get that bra? It's like brings up the bra. It's like Amazon $39.95.
Yeah, look, people look weird wearing a Google Glass. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm probably. Are you gonna get one, Joe? A Google Glass to wear around your, And
No.
What if they made it look like Cyclops' visor?
that's what I'm thinking. I wonder if you could customize it. There's gonna be customization, like put it on make it badass. Put all these cool, make it look cool. But it freaks me out because this guy could possibly just record anything in front of you. I don't know if it's a command or something. I don't know if he waves. I don't know what the function is for Google Glass, but I don't know. It's going to be weird to go to a restaurant and then there's like just that family with the dad with the Google Glass, and it's just crazy.
I'll be fun with going to a restaurant, especially with menus that don't have pictures that Joe hates. You can you read the menu,
have pictures.
and you read it, and you're like focus on the menu item, and it brings up a picture. I was like, oh, that looks good. I was like,
Well, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, look, technology is advancing. I mean, I'm still pissed off that we don't have flying cars,
or hoverboards.
Yeah, or hoverboards, or Jaws 50,000 or whatever, the hologram that's coming out. But then again, I'm glad we don't have flying cars because imagine the accidents on flying cars. I think it'd be crazy. There'd be cars falling from the sky, and it's just there's a reason we don't have those yet.
I think we need to work on cars that can phase through solid objects first.
Yeah, like it did, instead of airbags.
For my old invention, Nerf cars.
Boom, just bounce off each other. Can they invent stuff and just boom, just instead of dying and stuff?
Blubber.
Yeah, exactly. Just bounce off each other. It's the future. Look, the future's now, guys. We got stuff that they could do as much as a cell phone that you could put on your eye and stuff like that. So what's next? Jeez. But yeah, they shut that down with the porn, integrating pornos with the Kinect, and I've seen games, I've seen pornographic games like for like the PlayStation and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Get them at Fry's Electronics.
Exactly, Fry's Electronics or Video Paradise or whatever. But guys, the next Xbox update, the system update, they're going to get rid of Microsoft points. Then the very next one that's coming soon. Very soon.
The currency or the achievement?
That would suck. The currency, obviously. Yeah, not the achievements. People will get mad. It's how I need to buy this, but I gotta buy points to fucking get the game or whatever. But you always have to buy 100 extra points that you don't need.
Yeah.
To get something that's gonna go away. It's gonna convert to real time. Like so, if that thing costs $5.99, that download or DLC, you're gonna pay $5.99. So that's finally they've embraced it. Sony embraced it 8 years ago.
So you can basically just get like Sony. You can get it because I want to get a card for my PlayStation.
Yeah,
and just put some money in my. I guess it's a virtual
wallet. Yeah, you put whatever you want in your wallet.
That way I can buy all this DLC.
Yeah. So Microsoft is playing. They're obviously they're playing catch up. I
see so many kids getting in trouble.
Exactly. It's you get a hold of your mom, daddy's credit card. Fucking A, man. So there you go. For people who are bitching, 8 years later, you're finally getting your wish. That'd be cool to implement a wallet. I think PS3 has some good ideas. They did have some good ideas. Just obviously with the multiplayer and the interface, they could have worked with
the PS Home.
Yeah, the PS Home. Maybe not spend 8 years in beta. And let me get my goddamn shield and hat instead of fucking up with me.
I got a beanie.
I'm jealous. I'm the one that should be getting the beanie.
I got a beanie and a gold cape.
What the fuck? I want a gold cape.
So I run around with my gold cape, my beanie, and my shield.
Guys, before we get to our show and tell, I do want to talk about something. Especially has to do. Okay, where do all the old people live here? In Arizona, where do they go? Where do they go and migrate?
Sun City and Sun Lakes.
Sun City and Sun Lakes. Okay, Sun City and Sun Lakes is where pretty much 98% of the people are old and they're just going to die or whatever. Did you hear about the mercy killing that happened not too long ago? A few days ago, mercy killing. You know what mercy killing is? Pretty much when somebody's in too much pain that they request to die. So right. this is what happened with this old couple. I think the wife was just very old, had this complications for the longest time, and then the husband pretty much shot her. It's crazy. Yeah, it was on the news. And what gets me is that she
missed.
Yeah, right. What gets me is that she didn't. He didn't shoot her to put to pretty much. Oh, you know what? She's suffering. I think I should put her out of my. He shot her because it was getting on his nerves. Because she was just so moody. She was mad
Her
all the
sleep
time.
acme in this machine's
yeah.
always going off. I hate
So-
sleeping next to Darth Vader. I just shot the bitch.
So he didn't do it to I mean maybe to benefit her, not to be in pain anymore or whatever, but pretty much he just couldn't take 30 years of that anymore. It just snapped of just all that, like, oh my God, you're so mad all the time because you're in pain. Boom, he's arrested or whatever. I mean, what do you guys think about mercy killing? Do you think it's right? Do you think people should be punished for doing something like that, or is murder murder? What do you think, Joe?
Murder is murder.
Okay.
I mean,
So
you
okay,
gotta
so
have a line somewhere.
Okay, so even if a family member was so in pain, they like you wouldn't
Like
Dr. Kevorkian the shit. out of that.
Like I said, you got to draw a line somewhere. You can't start making gray areas. You got to have set rules, and you got to follow those rules, or else you're gonna
Just die already.
Yeah.
Somebody kill this dog.
How about you, Matt? Like if you had a let's
A
say,
lethal-
God forbid, a grandparent or whatever, they like kill me, please.
if I had a grandparent, God with him,
would you put him out of a misery? You know?
I wouldn't take a shotgun to them if that's what you're asking.
Well,
No.
yeah, I mean, this guy took a gun to the. I mean, obviously,
I wouldn't hold their head under the tub,
pillow
in the
or
tub
whatever.
or anything. I maybe give them like a pill or something. Like
Yeah,
cyanide.
what movie-
Cyanide's kind of.
Was it $1 Million Baby? Spoiler alert! $1 Million Baby. Hilary Swank. She was a boxer, right?
Right.
And pretty much, he felt so bad for her because she was a quadriplegic and she just didn't want to live anymore. And pretty much, hey, can you kill me? And he did it I don't want to say the right way or whatever. He just found he got I don't know, something. Somebody gave him a needle or inject this into whatever. He did it, and that's it. And I mean, she didn't feel anything. She just fell asleep and just never woke up again, kind of thing. So, I mean, it's like, you're right, man. It's kind of like it's a gray line,
Right.
and it sucks that it's happening, but it's happening more and more, and I hope it doesn't get that
That's
with
just
me.
the times we hear about it. It's probably happening
It's
all
happening
the time.
I mean, look, Dr. Kevorkian. Remember Dr.
Yeah.
Kevorkian? He did it all the time. He did it from profit, I think, right? Or something. I'm sure he got a shitload of money. We should start a bit. No.
Assisted suicide for hire.
Do a commercial on the podcast or whatever. So it's gonna. It sucks. It's happening. It's happening more and more. So let's do some show and tell, guys. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. We all owned, right? We all owned Star Wars figures.
I still do.
Do you have them tucked away or whatever?
I have them in their boxes.
Oh my God! Not open? Oh my God! Or are most of them open?
Some of them are
Okay,
open.
you're messing around. Joe, before we started recording, he was like acting out like episode 2 or whatever. Like
Yeah, but he doesn't have a Mace Windu, so I had to use Yoda.
I was a fanatic when I was a kid. I had the walkers, what AT-ATs, is that what we call them? And all that
All
stuff.
terrain armored transports.
And then we lost them. We moved one. Yeah, we moved.
How do you
1 year.
lose something that
Exactly.
big?
Exactly. We had all the because what it is my mom was my mom was an assistant to a rich doctor who 1 year, this is like 1988, whose kid just didn't want these toys anymore, and he literally just gave them to my mom. Here you go. And so one Christmas, she just came in with a big bag of just like a box.
Los mijos.
Yeah, mijito, look what Star Wars. And I'm like, oh my God. We had everything. We had the fucking vehicles, we had the walkers, and it was just like, oh my God. And then we moved 1 year, and then it got lost somewhere. And I thought I was going to cry.
She probably threw them away because she
did.
didn't want to move them.
She is like, these are fucking Star Wars. It's not going to be worth anything.
What is this, Joe?
Yeah, what is that?
It looks
I
like
don't
a
know.
tauntaun
It's,
meets.
it's from the Clone Wars. It's the thing Yoda rode around on in one of the old episodes of the Clone Wars.
Oh, the show. Okay.
Not the show we have now, I don't think, but this is actually before
before they actually talked. It was
No,
this-
they talked, but it was actually more of a cartoon.
the Samurai Jack style
Yeah.
animation. Okay.
Oh yeah,
It was that one.
Yeah,
He
I
rode around on one of
remember. Yeah, they had a cartoon before the CGI.
Right,
stuff.
and I think
do remember.
I think this is from that.
So this is Clone Wars. I'm assuming, right? This is all Clone Wars.
Well,
I
that
think.
might be from.
No,
I
that's
know-
a Clone Trooper. Yeah.
It's Clone Trooper. From
Unopened, guys. How much, Joe? Let's do what do you call that? Trade shows or whatever they have on PBS. Like, what is this worth?
Probably
As you
be
can see,
$5 right now
there's
because it's only
a
a
semen
clone.
stain on the corner.
Like I go to
Samuel Edison definitely liked to jack off on his toys, so I'd say this is we're on the 17,000 mark.
Oh my god! Imagine getting 17,000 for a fucking doll. Did you guys win the Powerball?
Nope. Did anyone?
Yeah, 3 people, mostly in New Jersey.
Fuck.
Like two of the 3. It's always East Coast.
I
Two
know.
of
I
the 3.
moved out
Well,
here.
the last big one was in Fountain Hills. The 600 million.
Yeah, it was 2 from New Jersey and like 1 from like Vermont or something like that. And it's like, oh, okay, well, lucky. And then what always pisses me off more is that the people who win are always like very successful in their in their careers as it is. They
live comfortable lives as it is.
They live worry-free lives. They have good jobs. Now their lives are even better with the 100 and something million that they got. I mean, obviously everybody chooses the cash payout. I think, right? And I know there's a couple different options if I'm not mistaken. There's the cash payout and I think the monthly.
There's like an annuity
installments or
Right.
whatever. But all the taxes fucking. They fuck you, dude. Oh my god, you lose like what 30-40 million alone, in taxes.
But what are you gonna do with that 30 million that you could do with the other 600?
Yeah, but still,
million?
you could you could have funded a third world country or something, Ecuador or some shit like that.
buy one of the
You could have
islands of
stopped
Hawaii.
carrying.
Yeah, buy Hawaii. Well, you could probably buy Hawaii with $100 million.
Well, someone did buy one of the islands of Hawaii a while
What?
back. Yeah, for a couple million.
Couple million.
That's
Well, billion?
maybe it was a long time ago.
Well, yeah,
that they
I was-
bought it. I give you this. I give you $1 for Arizona. or
It's like the
whatever.
one that's still growing.
It's still expanding.
How much for this rock? It's like just a tip of a volcano and it keeps
Yeah.
growing. One day I'll be. It's like Lex Luthor. He's like real estate tycoon. He's just waits.
I mean, what were your toys? What were your toys, Matt? Was it He-Man? What do you got? Everything when you
Mine?
were growing up?
I dabbled in a lot. I had
Stretch Armstrong?
mostly Transformers and Star Wars. I still have a lot of the vehicles. Only one still in the package. That's the B-wing.
Ooh. Is
Is
that worth anything?
I think it was like $70 they were asking for it at Comic-Con.
Oh,
So
shit.
at least that.
You should sell it.
No, I had a bunch of random shit too. I had like Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joes. I had Mighty Max.
Mighty Max. Oh my god!
The worst idea for a
came with a
toy
little
ever.
pocket, right? It was
like a little play set.
It was like a little thing you folded out. It was like a setting or something.
Yeah.
Right? It was like a
And you had
rocks
like
or-
little
I lose them
quarter-inch
all the
tall
fucking
figurines.
time.
Yeah, it's just like choke hazard everywhere. There was what was it War Planets? You remember?
Planets, yes.
Um,
Oh my
a
god!
lot of like John Deere toys and stuff.
Yeah. How about you, Joe? You had your Star Wars, or what? Did you mix and match?
Actually, no, I didn't have Star Wars back then.
What?
I didn't get into Star Wars till Phantom Menace.
Okay, all right. So what were you before Phantom Menace? What were you?
I was big time G.I. Joe,
okay.
Transformers.
So you have GI Joes. Okay.
I had a lot of G.I. Joes. I think I was only missing from the one series. I only missed Alpine and Snake Eyes. I had all the rest of them, and I had I had
really
little,
adopted the Star Wars toys.
I had
I was born with them, molded by them.
Go ahead, Joe.
By the time Phantom Menace came out, I was already a man.
Oh, Bane.
I never had Bane. I had a lot of He-Man. He-Man was my number one.
Oh man.
So I had like every He-Man that was out. Even
Really?
even the ones from the movies, like
Dolph
Blade.
Lundgren.
No, but I had Blade from
Whoa.
the bald guy from the movie.
Yeah.
Played
Yeah.
by Anthony DeLongis.
The
longest.
longest.
Anthony
Whoa.
DeLongis, who trained Catwoman on the whip in Batman Returns.
Jeez. You know what? I did. I collected a lot of toys from the animated series. I collected a lot of Batman toys from
Well, that was your generation.
Whoa! Yeah, I was very young. I was very young.
Batman came out after I stopped playing with toys.
That's what the Batman they gave him the square jaw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had the so that's when the square jaw Batman. Are they still adapting that? I forgot. Are they still following that pretty much?
I don't know. There's a new
cartoons?
Batman
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah. So I
Well, now Batman Beyond, he's like a triangle.
Yeah.
what happened? God damn it! They're just changing them up. No, I was into I was into a lot of Jurassic Park when for the toys.
I did
got
have a lot of
I had
those,
the
too.
Jeep. I had the truck from the Lost World.
I didn't care about anything else but the dinosaur toys.
The dinosaur. I bought like the compound. There had a
The
compound.
raptor compound.
Yeah, that raptor compound. I fucking bought that. It was my dad. Poor guy, dude. I made him spend like God knows how much money on just fucking random Jurassic Park shit. And and now I don't know where the fuck they are, dude.
How about Nerf? Any Nerf guns?
No,
I had a Nerf gun.
You know what? I should have brought this up. I have John Hammond. Who's Jeff Goldblum? Who's Jeff
Ian
Goldblum?
Malcolm?
Ian Malcolm. I have Ian Malcolm, and it's funny because he's like the action Ian Malcolm.
Yeah.
Like he has his shirt like ripped with like you can see his chest.
He has
and
a
it's
gun
like,
in the backpack and a utility belt.
I have him in there somewhere, and it's like what? And I was looking through him so I could pass him down to my kid or whatever. I'm like, what point of the movie was this in? Because he doesn't have any of that. I
got Raptor Assassin Vince Vaughn. Yeah. Didn't even see a raptor in the freaking movie.
Vince Vaughn, Lost World. Look, it's okay. It's an okay movie, but just the last 20 minutes where they pretty much let loose a T-Rex in San Diego, which I think it was a little too much. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So toys, I think have you grown out of it? Have you grown out of it, Matt?
Hell no.
Joe?
I don't grow out of it.
Okay.
No.
You
Well,
still
okay.
find yourself messing around with your toys. You're like, pew, pew,
Okay,
pew.
here's my philosophy. I didn't have the money to get some of these things when I was a kid. I got the money now. I'm reliving my childhood. Let me go.
Just leave me alone, goddammit.
Yes.
I mean, I've evolved. Yeah, right. I went from toys to games, and I think it's all.
I mean, I don't have as many, but you've seen my back area. I have my.
I have not. Okay, I have. This is not the Big Bang Theory reference. I have not seen his big back area.
Yeah, there's no tunnel.
We haven't connected my front to your back tunnel or whatever.
But you've seen where I work at my house.
Yes.
I got my little Lego figures there. I got one from each of the sets.
You have, you have, and you have like 80,000 vinyl collections. I could just see you like cataloging them, and
I just found an Empire Strikes Back theme
What?
on vinyl. Yeah, I found it's in the collection there. I was like, oh shit, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude! Let's sell this for a penny at Bookman.
Yeah, we're not selling that one at all. That one's
You're gonna frame it, dude. Frame that shit, dude.
I'm gonna play it on that record player that I got sitting there. It still works.
I think everybody should go back to you know how like games are on disc or whatever. I think they should go back to like fucking vinyl size fucking games. Just to fuck with everybody. Just instead of going all digital, we're just fucking digressing or whatever to like. Just like holy shit! Please install disc or vinyl one. Oh shit!
Well, I think I still have some 5 1/4 inch discs.
Okay.
With games on them, like old
Yeah, you're right.
Dungeons and Dragons.
How many discs was Oregon Trail, for crying out loud? It was like 5 fucking floppy discs. It was ridiculous. I mean, what was your first PC game? Well, since we're on the thing, what was your first PC game do you remember playing? Obviously, the Oregon Trail doesn't count because I was fucking school. I mean, that's where I first played it. I mean, I think Riven, was like or Myst or some shit.
Wow.
It was like the first one I played, like truly fully played, and that was the first time I discovered GameFAQs.com because that got me through the game. Okay, turn left here and turn right here, and then click on this object or whatever. How about you, Joe?
I think the first PC game I actually played. Well, I had one on a 5 1/4 was called Golf, where you just
Tiger Woods.
It actually was
Okay.
just you use the space bar to swing. You hit it 3 times, and you use the arrow keys to adjust it. And I also played Battlezone on a 5 1/4 inch floppy drive.
I think we're old.
I think it was that skiing game on Windows.
Oh, the little you come down the hill.
And the fucking abominable snowman eats you.
Yeah, see, I'm doing it before
It's like that.
Windows.
And maybe Mech Warriors 2.
Yeah, Mech Warrior. I do
Mercenaries.
remember, yeah. I'm trying to think because I think that's where I discovered first-person shooters after GoldenEye, obviously. GoldenEye introduced me to first-person shooters because I don't know, did Perfect Dark come around at the same time? I don't remember.
Yeah.
GoldenEye pretty much introduced me in that, you know, you got your 4 players on one system or whatever, and you know we'd always turn on paintball mode and shit like that, and you know, to be safe or
Big
whatever.
head.
Yeah, the big heads, right? Yeah.
Disco.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, there was just some fun times we had with very minimal graphics. You know, because obviously with the graphics back then, we thought they were the shit. You know, like, oh my God, it's not going to get better than this. You know, and obviously now they're all real. You know, it looks all real or
Look
whatever
up the
now.
game Berserk. That's one I used to play on the Atari.
Okay. Back in the 80s.
Yeah, I think I posted a pic of it up on Unleash the Robots.
And I got like
on Facebook.
14,000 likes, you son of a...
But
bitter.
Yeah. Check out Adventure as well,
Okay, Adventure. That sounds familiar.
where you're a square guy. Your guy is a square.
You want to play a game that will piss you off? It's on the PC as well. It's on all the systems. Super Meat Boy. Holy fuck! It's crazy hard. It's one of those like old school '80s retro feel, and you die.
Paperboy annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah,
too.
Paperboy.
I used to love that. Hit the guys with fighting. Hit the kid with the boombox.
What was didn't have an Olympic one with the pad and the mat on the floor, and you would run right for the Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
they had like all these activities, right?
Oh yeah, it's B&A, like
Right?
giant buttons on
Yeah.
the floor.
I never owned a Power Glove. I
wished I had the Power Glove.
I felt like I felt like I was left out. I think I missed it. I owned the what do you call that, for the Super Nintendo,
The Super Scope.
the Super Scope. I had that, but I felt like I missed out.
the Power Glove. I missed that.
They didn't integrate the Super Scope too well. There wasn't a lot of games.
They didn't integrate your Power Glove either.
I don't know what games came out for the Power?
I don't even remember because
okay.
I didn't have a Power Glove, but I knew a guy who had a Super Nintendo.
Freddy Krueger's,
yeah.
Need more power.
That'd be great. Just using
Which one is that? The Dream Warriors? Yeah.
yeah.
When Freddy's trying to kill his daughter and all her friends, and he's like, he's like controlling the kid with the Power Glove, and he's like hopping up and down the stairs.
Oh my god. No, are you a fan of horror? Are you a fan of horror?
I'm a fan of horrors, but
Okay, yeah, I mean
horrors.
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 Are you watching The Grudge? Or the
I am, dude. I'm the scary movie version. No, I'm just looking at this list. Like, do you have a? You're not a fan of horror films, right?
Well, I've seen a couple.
Okay. Do you get scared? You're like,
no, but I just.
But I looking back, I think the first one, right? The Freddy Krueger one was a
Nightmare on
Elm Street. That was a really good movie, dude.
Yeah.
The old school ones, yes.
Yeah, because it was they pretty much used practical effects, pretty much. They didn't none of this bullshit, like Poltergeist special effects that they would use or whatever. So that, and then Johnny Depp dies, in the bad part. Like, oh, I'm Johnny Depp, and he yells out his name before he dies.
Old school stuff.
Damn! Oh my god! No, did you say you heard about Lone Ranger bomb pretty much at the box office?
Oh yeah,
bad, big time. They were blamed, and that now obviously you know how it hits the North America and stuff. Now it's hitting like China and all that other countries, all the third world countries or whatever, and they're telling them that pretty much it flopped here in the United States because of the critics. The critics reviewed the movie like 8 months before it came out, gave it a negative review, and that's why it flopped. I personally haven't seen it yet, so I can't judge too.
I haven't seen it
greatly,
either.
but from all my friends and the trusted reviewers or whatever that I know, pretty much that it's not a horrible movie. It's not a horrible movie, but it's just bloated. It's just bloated. They could have cut out a few characters.
You got a little too much cheese on it.
Yeah. And they could have cut out about a half an hour, and it would have been a pretty good movie, And they interviewed Johnny Depp. And you're like, you know what? I wasn't. He was like, I wasn't expecting it to be a hit. I don't set my expectations that high, kind of thing. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. They probably, they're gonna pay you millions of dollars. Of course, they're gonna expect something in return, kind of thing. So, I don't know. Then he shouldn't be playing Tonto. First of all,
well, yeah, I said that from day one.
I think they kind of offended Joe too with for Johnny Depp playing Tonto.
They should have got Jay Silverhill.
Who?
Jay Silverhill, the original Tonto.
Oh,
he's still alive.
I wasn't. Yeah. Damn! Imagine getting him. I mean, look, they brought William Shatner back for the Generations, right? I mean, come on, Star Trek Generations. He was good. Yeah, they brought him back. They didn't need to, but they brought him back. And that, I thought it was a cool little send off or whatever. So. Yeah, that's that. I still want to see Kirk. He should have come back. They brought back the Spock. They should have brought Kirk back as a.
I wanted to see him bring back Scotty, but since James Doohan passed away,
he's in space right now. Dude.
Yeah, dude, that's probably not going to happen.
Ashes or whatever, unless they invent a technology that can reconstruct him.
CGI.
They haven't figured out CGI yet on an actual because I was watching Transformers 3 the other day and. They CGI'd JFK and it looked scary. I'm like, what the fuck happened to JFK? He looked all like blah blah. It's like, okay, we're not there yet. we're not just there yet. So I mean, it's gonna get to a point that And watching Attack of the Clones the other day, 10 years ago, I just realized that. Remember the Count Dooku fight? That they CGI'd Count Dooku's face on somebody on somebody's body that was a lot younger, obviously, because he's fucking jumping up and he's doing this. And at the time, what's his name? Count Dooku's name?
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee was like 82 years old, so of course he couldn't actually do the jumping. So they did okay. They could do something like that, just I don't know. Figure it out, George Lucas. You're retired or whatever.
Actually, now, yeah, it's Disney.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Disney.
Fucking Disney, dude. All right, guys. It's about
almost an hour.
God, an hour 5. Where's the time go, guys? Where's the time go? 45 of that was MMOs. I love MMOs. No, you love them. I love MMOs a lot.
I love Final Fantasy. It's an RPG.
I just want to go home and play Star Wars, though.
Whoa. Did you finish Mass Effect yet?
I'm probably about a little over halfway through 2. I got to get through.
Did you bone that one chick yet with the hot one? The with the white pants?
I did Ashley in part 1. I haven't really done anybody.
She gets mad at you, dude, in the second one. She gets jealous. She's not in it in the second one as much.
You meet her in one mission.
Yeah, she's like,
and then in the third mission, she's going to be on my team because I let the other guy die.
Which one is it that whenever you go to the space station, they're like, hold on, need to see your clearance and go through it. I think it was like Mass Effect 3.
Was it 3? Yeah.
They do that in all of them.
Hey, listen to me, asshole. You know who I am? I just saved the fucking universe 3 times. You're working security.
Yeah, look. The second one, yeah, Ashley. That's what I don't understand. You could bone like you could bone Ashley. You could bone an alien chick. You could bone a dude if you wanted to. If you swing that way, whatever.
If you're a chick. You could do all that too. You could
you could be a guy.
In space.
You could sleep with a guy if you're a guy in Mass Effect. You're a chick, whatever. Mass Effect 3, they added Jessica Chobot. Jessica Chobot and Freddie Prinze Jr. is one of the options. It's like Freddie Prinze Jr.
First work since Wing Commander.
I need to get back in video games. So look, Jessica Chobot, whatever. I just wish. She licked a PSP and got famous because of that. God damn it. What happened? Where's that?
Lick your laptop.
Yeah. Oh my God. Put him on a G4 TV even though it's doesn't exist anymore.
And one girl that works for G4, that's Playmate.
Oh, what's there was a lot of Playmates I went through G4. That Asia Olivia Munn, whatever. She's hot. All right, guys. So finish Mass Effect 3 so you can review it, dude.
I've already played it once.
Thumbs up, right?
It's a good game. I just want to do it now that I can play through 1, 2, and 3 and import all the game saves.
Do it, dude. Yeah, it carries over. All right, guys. Don't forget to find us at unleashtherobots.com. Read our awesome reviews, movie reviews, and I'm gonna start putting some hopefully video game reviews up here soon. I just finished Bastion. Ooh, a little game that came out a couple years ago.
Is that the kid from a Never-Ending Story?
Right? No.
Is this like continuation of that?
That'd be awesome if it was. You can find me at Burrito Johnson on Twitter. Look for us on Facebook at facebook.com/unleashtherobots. Joe, where can we find you, man? Like I said, say it slow for the chicks to write it down on their phones. Go for it.
On Twitter at Jedi Knight 52.
Ladies, don't forget that Jedi Knight 52.
At Jedi Knight 52.
His status on his MySpace is single. On his MySpace page, it is single. Right? Matt, where can we find you, man?
Yeah, you know me.
Address.
You can find me at Tostatosaurus on the twits.
Twats.
The OkCupid lasagna _85.
We'll put all this on the website. All the links to our links to our Twitter, Facebook,
Email me
OkCupid.
You can email me on unleashyourrobots.com at mattbot27.
At GeoCities. Oh shit.
GeoCities.
Oh my god. All right. Are we forgetting anything? 19 episodes. We're gonna do something crazy.
Go see Elysium.
Have you seen it?
Amazing.
Okay, we'll hopefully write a review on it. All right, so we're gonna do something cool on the 20th episode. Stick around, guys. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.